Yeah, you like to be like rattled around.
I do not like to be rattled
Beth,
around.
you like to be like slapped around a little
No,
bit.
I don't.
Like just kind of like you're nothing to us. A little bit.
No, none of that.
Like
honestly,
you stupid slut.
No, I don't want.
The
can't
only
stop
thing, there's
looking at
nothing
yourself.
distracting me right now. You're covered up, but you're not someone who really. You're not a sexual person on the outside.
Yeah, I really dampened my sex appeal on purpose.
Yeah, because
it'd be too distracting to my comedy.
But like what, like Beth, you're not like maybe you talk about sex in stand up like
I've
everybody
referenced
does.
it against
Everybody
everyone's
does.
wishes, not.
But like nobody's like, did you see Beth's tits the other day on stage?
No, that's why I don't wear them out, because I don't want that happening.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna do a big reveal actually
on the episode.
Yeah.
At the end, we're gonna blur it out.
Yeah, everybody right now should guess if I have tits or not, and then at the end we can show them.
This is great because this is not how I expected it to start. But we opened like with Beth. I thought I was gonna have to warm up to the tits, but that's great. In the beginning, people were like, "Oh, so we got another titty McGee on the episode."
You better stay tuned to see if there's tits under this shirt.
But like, if you were going on a date, do you wear more revealing stuff, or do you always dress like an art teacher?
You know what? Lately, all I've been doing is dressing like an art teacher. I hit 40 and I'm like, who am I? And what do I like wearing?
Comfortable clothes.
I was gonna say we both hit 40 and we wear the same shit.
Yeah.
It's the t-shirt and jeans.
Well,
I definitely want to be comfortable. Did you see when I was parking and I took a second to get out?
You were fixing your belt or something?
I just had to rebutton my pants.
You drive with your pants unbuttoned.
It was too much.
You're like, this is better to just drive with them unbuttoned.
And I'm not somebody who's into like, oh, I'm gonna fit into this size. Like, I don't give a crap. No. But sometimes what's in your closet, and then you just make a choice, and then as you're driving, you're like, ugh.
Yeah,
these are too tight.
You're the most Ohio woman I've ever met.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah, we do have there's a nearby town called Eaton. We have a saying: "Are you dating a girl from Eaton or eating a girl from Dayton?"
Oh wow, we have a saying. You're also at the age where you're like, we have a saying.
No, that was around since like high school. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, I've pretty much always dressed like an art teacher. I'm trying to think about what else lately it looks like. It looks like I just grab what was ever close, And sometimes it's like I haven't thought of a better term. The first one that came to mind was snowball dressing. Like, it's like once something's on, that's not coming off. So what's going on next?
Unless they're charming.
Yeah, that's possible. But on stage, I do want to be comfortable. I remember getting trapped in some interview when they were doing a documentary about women in comedy and
sounds boring.
And like how we dress and how we're perceived and what we're allowed to talk about and not allowed to talk about. And I remember the interviewer asking me like, why don't you wear dresses on stage?
That doesn't match your...
And sort of trying to push me on it. Like it was like, cause I'm like dissociating from my womanhood or something like that. And it's like, no, I need to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And usually that's going to be in pants or a t-shirt. I've totally had periods of my life where, I don't know, there is something to be said about like being single and wanting to get out there and date and the way you dress. And I was thinking about this on my drive home last night from a show. And I thought like, that like, the idea of letting go. Like I hope my wife doesn't let go, or my wife really let go. And that's when I was not attracted to her anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it might be more like that scene in Titanic when she's like, I'll never let go, Jack. And he's frozen and like keeping her down and she's about to be saved. And she's like cracking his dead hand off and he floats down.
Yeah.
That's my letting go. Dropping a glacier of a man into the ocean.
That he's holding you down.
Yeah. And then I would take off that dress because
I think that some people can be comfortable in the opposite way too, though. I don't want to
You
sit
mean
there
like wearing fancy clothes?
maybe some like I think there is something to like it fits the personality. Like look, it
Yeah,
would be
like Natasha Leggero. She
yes,
always dresses so
but it
beautifully.
kind of goes with her act. If you did that, it would be a little unauthentic.
Yeah,
Because your personality is like, shut up. You know what I mean? It's like Beth is not gonna wear a dress.
Yeah.
If Beth did and you're at an award show, I know you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like she's like, I'm doing it because this is what you have to do.
I
and
know.
This is
I've
the
thought
job.
about that. I was like, I'm too old to go on The Bachelor, but I was like, I would be if they let me.
They should have one for us.
Well, right. There's no middle ground. There's the
A
oldies,
like 40s,
and then the 22-year-olds who should be not on TV.
The Bachelor
making that
divorced.
Mistake. Yes.
And like we don't have to be divorced, but
is
like
more my speed.
But it's like
almost did a reveal there.
Well, we blur it anyways.
Divorce is more my speed.
But that would be fun to like because I've been dating a lot of divorced single moms recently. It's become part of my act.
I love that for you.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching and helping this podcast grow. I really appreciate it. And if you want to support even more, join the Patreon at patreon.com/weshouldDate. You could join for as little as $5 a month. That gives you each episode a day early, ads free, and it allows you to submit questions to upcoming guests, whether that's about your personal dating life or questions that you want to know about their dating life. And we'll let you know who the upcoming guest is a week before, so you have an opportunity to do a little research on them. So that's all at patreon.com/weshouldDate. Join there. There's a couple tiers. Also, make sure you check out my shows at michaelinochi.com. Here are some upcoming dates I have. Also, make sure you check blah blah. Thank you guys again for watching and supporting the podcast. You could find me Also, check me out on tour, michaelinochi.com. Here are some upcoming dates. I hope to see you guys there.
The idea of you being a stepdad is horrifying.
Sure, and I agree, but I look like the joke is
fun for a weekend.
Yeah, that's exactly what I tell them.
Wait, what did the kid get into? Those are my party favors.
Dude, my whole thing is that the fact that if they think I'm a good fit for them, that's the red flag.
Oh.
The fact that you want to date me and you have a kid, you have bad taste. But I do look like a stepdad. I look like I'm ready to step in.
Yeah.
Watching him teach a kid to throw a ball would be
hilarious. The thing is, I've never got to a point where I've met the kid. I've only seen videos of the kid, which is weird.
That's good that you haven't
I've never
been that far to meet the children.
Not meeting the child.
Yeah.
But I could, if there was a fashion magazine called Stepdad, I could be on the cover. You're dating a guy with kids.
Yeah.
How serious is it?
Very.
You think that you're going to date him more than another year?
Yeah.
That's crazy that you're so delusional still. Beth.
Wait, why?
What's your longest relationship?
I'm like I'm a relationship person.
Yeah, you just go from relationship to relationship.
Yes, I would. In the past, I've been a bit of a Tarzan dater. Before I let go of this stick, I'm just swinging to the next stick. You know what I mean? It's just only a brief period of time where you can catch me.
But that continues to like what you're gonna do.
The longest I was, I don't know. The longest I was single was probably when I was a baby. But I think I spent like a year alone before this guy. That's kind of long. Wait. It might have been more like 6 months.
You're never single, huh?
I'm never single.
That's insane because
there's
you
a
get
few
lonely.
guys, there's a few comics and comic adjacent people who like sense it in the air and will start texting when I'm single.
You still get hit on by comics.
I do.
That's crazy.
You're like, it couldn't be me.
It couldn't. Well, no, I'm just like, I would be like, well, because our relationship is very like, it feels like we're brother sister.
Right.
Who's the older? Are you the older sister?
Yeah, probably. I think so.
Not because of like looks or anything, but just because it feels like you're a little bit smarter.
Yeah,
but I am old. I think I'm older.
In control of life.
I think I'm older than you.
Maybe yes, but I'm the older sister.
Wiser.
Yeah,
you're wiser.
I telling you what to do.
But like, but there is but like outside of you dating somewhere, are we like? Am I someone that you would date? Like
the first time I saw you, you have to think about the first time you see each other.
I don't remember.
The first time I saw you, I was like, that guy's really cute / maybe hot.
What's up?
And then I got to know you. And then in the green room, you were such you're such a little bitch sometimes. You love to nag, and that's fun, and that's why we're now brother sister.
Wait, so when do you remember the first time you saw me? The fact
Laugh
that
Factory.
the fact that you do remember that is so impactful. That means that
To you and your ego.
I left such a mark on you that
No, it was
I
like,
could have charmed you that night.
Let's be real. I do have a pretty good memory in some scenarios. Like some things I do feel like I've blacked
Traumatic
out.
situations.
For real. I've totally blacked out certain periods and things.
Yeah.
So if we're being real right now, I don't remember the exact first time.
Oh,
I just know that
up.
period of time and the Laugh Factory. And
so
being around
in that
times.
moment, if I would have hit on you, I would have had a chance.
Yes, if I was single, which I probably wasn't.
Does that make you pissed off a little bit?
Why would that make me pissed off?
I don't know. It's fun when like another guy has to watch another guy win.
Oh
no! I literally was like, "Oh, Beth's the one that got away for you, wasn't it?"
I could have really turned your life around.
Well,
it
would have been toxic.
Yeah, it would
been
like
toxic.
Also, I like here's
you were
the thing.
You were at that time you were a heavy drinker too.
No, I wasn't. Okay, but also think about it. This is a what am I trying to say? The words.
Well, you know more words than I do.
I know. I'm trying to think to myself. It's like when you first start comedy. The word I wasn't looking for was trope, but like dumb rules you set for yourself where like, oh, you shouldn't date comics. And you can convince yourself of anything. You can say, oh, I should date comics because they get my.
I'll stop.
He's just jealous of my exes.
Yeah.
But I think it's like the idea of, yes, I should date a comic. They get me. They get the schedule. I think guys like to say that a lot because maybe I shouldn't speak for you guys because maybe it's true. I haven't dated a woman, but do women really not get the schedule? I think they just don't like the schedule that if they work during the day and you're gone at night.
I think that's not as
plausible.
compatible as
Let's
you
hear
think.
from the expert.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that, look, if someone is a regular person with a regular 9 to 5, it's a very difficult situation because, look, what do people want in a relationship? At 9 o'clock, I want to be in bed watching a show with my partner. Yeah. That's just not, there would have to be a compromise of like, I can give that to you twice a week.
Right.
And then it's manageable. But I think, I think I had Preacher on the other week and he was like, we're actually the perfect people to date. He's like, we create missing each other. Oh, I'm gone from Thursday to Sunday. Missed you. Come in. It's like you're never really that separated because of FaceTime and all that. Yeah. You're communicating all the time. And he goes, and then like even as a dad, if you're a dad, you're around all day. You could take them to school. You could pick them up from school. You're just not putting them to bed. Maybe. Yeah. But it's just a communication thing.
Well, I'm like stepmomming it a little bit.
Oh, you've met the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is heavy.
Yeah.
And how are you liking it? Do you scratch their head how you scratch the dog's head?
Yeah.
Have you cuddled with the kids?
I go, come here. Yeah.
Do you have an emotional attachment to the kids yet?
Yes.
See, and then this is my whole thing of when you're dating someone with kids. Like now it's like you're impacting these kids' lives. If this doesn't work out, they're gonna have trauma later on.
Yeah. I don't know about that. No, it won't be because of me though. They're I think if anything, they've been happy to see how happy their dad
remember
is.
when you dated that substitute teacher?
That's how I dress.
Yeah.
Have you heard that joke of mine about the substitute teacher?
No, but it's like I feel like it's a
But anywho, yes, I do have an attachment to them. Ultimately, the thing I've been facing is pursuing a career as long as I have and just being on the road and being gone a lot. I agree with Preacher, and it seems like you agree, where it does create a great relationship of missing, of spending time together when you can, and not getting sick of each other. There's pros and cons to that. I think in the past, like you're saying, easy to keep in touch, but eventually when I was in a bad relationship with another comic, I mean, bad is relative, just not compatible really. I was like, eventually I just wanted to throw my phone off a cliff. But I don't feel like that with Adam.
Oh, because
I don't mind keeping in touch. There's people who you eventually get to the point where you're like, I don't even want to freaking talk to you when I get there.
What does he do?
He's a director. Yeah.
Does he direct you?
And edit.
Does he direct you and edit?
Directs my head down to his dick. Yeah.
He's like, let me edit this scene.
What if he did just do porn, but it was just us? Yeah.
I think you could make a couple $20 a month on OnlyFans.
I could make more than that on OnlyFans.
I think the way the amount of money people are making on OnlyFans, yes. I think.
How much is it?
I mean, there's some women that make 6 figures.
Wow.
But I mean, like, my whole thing about OnlyFans is like,
Yeah,
imagine if you could just swallow your morals. Like, at the end of the day, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Like if you had jerk off videos or something.
I just don't think that's popular enough to make money.
I think it is. Oh, I guess it's better for blackmail. Like I think all of my male comic friends have been blackmailed with it.
If you told me I could go on OnlyFans, my head's not in it, and I could jerk off on camera and make $100,000 a month, I would.
You won't even make it home. It'll be in the car.
I would absolutely. The car ones would be good. I'll be like, hey, I'm outside of your house, like whatever. I would absolutely do that.
People start sleuthing.
You could.
Like,
I don't know.
$100,000 a month.
I don't know about that.
I would do it. How about this? I would do it for 1 month. And then I would that was it. And then I would be like,
I think you could test it.
Once a month
we would
for a
know
year.
it was you. I don't know.
They would know it's you.
I could see myself subscribe. Well, I'm not that curious. I'm too old to be this curious. But I think back in the day, if we were like, oh my God, Lenoche has an OnlyFans, I'd be like, I'll get it so we can all see what his dick looks like. Like there was usually one that like took one for the team in the comedy realm that was like, all right, you sleep with them.
With the women ones, you can just Google their name OnlyFans, and there's always like pictures on Google. Like it's just there. You can you don't even have to
There's
subscribe.
also comics that are on there that aren't doing sexual things.
Just
I find that
lingerie stuff.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
which I don't have a problem with. I'm like, dude, comedy's so hard to make money.
It's interesting because they have a little bit of a setback on. I know a few of them, and they're like, should I do it? And I don't know what to tell them because I'm like, well, you have to decide how you're going to feel.
Yeah, it's about you.
If people see you dressed like
that. The thing is,
that.
It's going to like in 10 years, nobody will remember that you did it.
Yeah.
Well, there's think about so much content and it moves by. You could commit a crime
and everything's moving so fast in the news cycle that we would.
Depends on what the crime is.
Oh, I got to make sure you don't knock that over. Okay, yeah. Yeah, depends on the crime.
Depends on what the crime is. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like.
Does depend.
It's. It would move. Like, there's some girls that have like feet things they send to a guy. Like, I forgot what comic this was. She sent like underwear she wore to a guy for a lot of money.
Oh, that's fine.
Like, that's awesome.
I would just put a little of that like taco stuff in the.
You just wouldn't want your stepkids to see the videos. How old are the kids?
10 and 13.
Oh,
13.
So they're developed already. You're just like a chapter in their life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
When I die, they won't care.
They're not. Well, they're just like, oh yeah, we remember, because in 3 years, the 13-year-old's going to be with his friends and like being like, yeah, she's all right.
He actually is like she is the more sporty one. He's the artsy guy. So this last weekend, we went to go see his choir, his show choir competed in Illinois, and they won.
Oh, you're full on like a mom.
I'm not though.
Ew,
I mean, they have repulsive. A mom. Here's the thing: I had such bad step parents that like I'm an angel.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. I think you would be a good like parent and role model.
Like, for example,
you're already at the point where you're never gonna have your own kids.
It would be geriatric.
It would, yeah. It would be a miracle.
Considered geriatric. No, I could get pregnant. I was pregnant once, but I caught it early.
You caught it early. He's getting it now. I know. I got it. I just want to make sure she said that.
Yeah. I've never had.
Was it an accident pregnancy?
Yeah, it was with a comic.
And you were like, there was no like you weren't.
I was like, dating. I can't have a baby with a feature comedian. You know what I mean? Come on. Not my. Well,
that baby could be the host.
Yeah, I guess I would have like a. I'm trying to think.
If you got pregnant, would you keep it right now?
Like a 7-year-old right now. Yeah. If it was his.
Well, why would it not be his? Are you fucking around?
No, I'm not messing around on him. But he is fixed. He's shooting diet jizz.
Oh.
So there would be so many barriers to me getting pregnant. Besides,
he would have to undo his fixing.
Yeah, it would be such a choice. Also, it's like so expensive to have kids and
to get fixed.
Yeah. Is it expensive to get a vasectomy?
I gotta think it's more than $10,000.
Hell of a lot cheaper.
No,
really?
I think it's like $300.
Hold on.
What?
Go get one.
I'm gonna go get one. $300.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I'm googling.
Okay,
$300 to get fixed?
Yes. Are you kidding? Do you want kids?
I don't know. But you can reverse it. All they do is tie it and then untie it.
I know, but I'm asking you: are you unsure?
Between $500 and $1,300.
I knew it.
If I was like,
if you're paying out of pocket.
If I was in a certain place, if I leveled up, then I would be open to it.
If you were like.
Can we start a GoFundMe for you to get a vasectomy?
Yes.
No, because I'll use the money towards bills.
No. But you'll have to videotape. you going in. 'Cause we
No,
want
I'm not going
proof.
to do that because I want to always have I like to be scared when I sleep with women. To be like, oh, let me be
But
safe.
imagine
The
if,
thrill.
That's
you
what
could just
gets
be
me
free.
off. No, what gets me off
possibility of
is the
ruining your
possibility
life.
of ruining my life.
Yeah.
That's how I get off.
Yeah, that's why you got to trust that person you're sleeping with is pro-choice.
I wouldn't do that with someone unless they're pro-choice.
Yeah.
Like that's a conversation I'm having while we're doing it.
That's
I'm
important.
like, by the way, you're open to like getting rid of this if this happens, but also I'm not doing that unless I'm dating someone.
Right.
If I'm not dating them, I finish on their stomach.
Yeah, or you're wearing condoms, right? Oh
Sometimes.
my God.
Sometimes you'll
That's
just
why I
need
said
a girl.
let's start a GoFundMe.
Sometimes you'll meet a girl and I'll just be like, yeah, you're good, right? And they're like, yeah. And I go, okay, me too. And we go, are you sure? And I go, yeah. Look, check. There's nothing.
Okay,
go, "We're
but
good."
you get tested. You probably don't. I don't
she
think you've
gets
ever walked
tested.
into a facility.
She
There's
gets,
no way he's walked into a facility and be like, check my penis for
She
stuff.
gets tested, and then I go, well, then
For
that's good
bugs.
for us.
Check my penis for bugs.
I go, the last person got checked, and we're good to go.
I knew you would be like that.
No, I'm responsible. Like,
no, you've never gotten tested.
I have. I've gotten stuff before.
Oh.
Yeah, I've gotten ones where you take the pill and it goes away.
Okay.
You know, the normal stuff that you've
Like
gotten
chlamydia.
before.
I've actually never.
You look like you've gotten it before.
Really?
A little bit, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like because
you
of the
drink
side
beer.
effects of my face.
Any girl that drinks beer looks like she has chlamydia.
I don't think that's true. Here's the thing. It's possible that I've had a couple of, negative exes. One of them that was extra bad and for sure was cheating. I remember, I have a joke about this. I'm trying to remember where it was. Oh, it's in Girl Daddy on HBO Max.
Bitch has fucking 5 specials.
I'm just saying I don't like
It's
repeating
unreal.
jokes that
Stop writing.
people could go find. Anyway.
Stop writing.
Sorry. Also, I've had comics that are like, new young guys that are like, don't tell that it's a joke, just do the joke. And I'm like, I can't.
I think it's fine.
I don't want to.
But it's promoting your stand-up too.
I've been lectured.
Yeah.
But all that to say, a girl came up to me after a show and was like, I hooked up with, and then she was like, I just wanted to let you know. And he gave me chlamydia. So you might want to go get checked.
A shitty feeling.
And then I went and got checked. I didn't have it.
Oh. So
But
maybe
part of
she
me
had
thinks
it and gave it to him.
possible. But I also think, I was on antibiotics for my acne at the time, and it probably could have killed anything that was going on in my body.
Chlamydia is not strong.
No.
Let's just say that.
Zap it right out.
Yeah. Sometimes you have it and it just goes away.
Thankfully, I
don't know.
haven't got. I remember when herpes used to seem like the biggest, like scariest thing, right?
I would. Yeah. That would.
I had a guy tell me, like, just so you know, I have herpes, but I don't have a breakout. And I said, thank you for telling me. And I feel bad, but I still didn't sleep with him. Like, I feel bad that he was honest with me and he wasn't broken out, and I didn't do it. And I know that sounds like such a. Like you should obviously.
I've slept with a girl.
I've
I've had a girl tell me she had it and then still slept with her.
Yeah, but if there's no breakout,
There's no
like
breakout.
you should
Yeah,
be
you
okay.
learn about it. Well,
I think
this
I
is-
was just
You
extra
learn about
scared.
it, and I was just like, yeah, but you're really hot. So
Yeah, I was like 26, and I think at the time. Oops, sorry. I don't know why I wanted to touch that.
it's okay.
And at
You're allowed to touch things.
And at the time.
Okay. Whoa.
And at the time I was 26, I don't think I knew as much. I also at one point for sure had HPV, and then they say you can clear that up by like not smoking and eating well. That was when I was like 23.
You know, what's the thing that you light to get rid of the spirits?
You could just
Palo
sage
Santo
your
or sage.
Sage. If you just sage yourself, it
your
gets rid of
vagina,
HPV.
yeah.
You just put it up in there. You
Sage
didn't know that?
Sure.
Sage gets rid of HPV.
Yeah, because you've burnt it.
Yeah.
Now
There's a-
point to the camera and we can put a. And now you know.
You don't struggle with eye contact.
Sexually?
Oh, just in general.
No, I could do it.
Yeah.
But like,
But say you're on a date, there's nerves.
so they say that you should look someone. This is from one of these. Do you know Kieran Doyle?
Yeah. Wait. Sorry, I don't think I do.
Oh, she's funny comic. She
Kieran Doyle. Oh yes,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Deal.
Deal.
I always say it that way.
I
So
don't
anyway,
know.
I'm with you now.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Yes.
She sent me this
That's why
thing
I-
of like the 32 questions you get asked. Having a
Okay.
conversation with her about things is like she's so analytical, and she's a Harvard girl, and she's like
Yes.
very smart, and you're just like, okay. But she sent like these fascinating dating questions, and she's like, one of them was, if you're on a date with someone,
But she was on the podcast.
Yeah. you should. She was giving me suggestions to ask people things, and she goes, I think you should do more of these questions. And one of them was locking eyes for 3 seconds, just 3 seconds,
Yeah.
to see if someone can do that.
Yeah. That's important that somebody could do it.
Well, on a first date.
I think so.
Are you asking them to do it like this? Are you doing it like this?
Say no giggling.
Is it like this?
Yeah. 1, Mississippi. 2, Mississippi. 3.
But that's
Mississippi.
what you're doing is like your walls are up because you're making it silly.
He's saying this is because this is what we tell him every episode.
okay.
His
But
walls
I'm
are
telling
up.
you, but we held
He
it longer before we
misses
did the
button all
counting.
the time. What?
We did it. We were holding eye contact for more than 3 seconds before I counted.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm saying, do you
want me to
think that
blank stare at you and do
would
it?
that be uncomfortable if you were on a date with someone you didn't know?
I'm trying to think of the last
you're
time.
like, "Hey,
I'm
let's-"
almost always on a date with somebody I know. Like I rarely have gone out with a stranger.
You've
Once,
never done
and
dating
he still
apps.
sometimes texts me, and he recently requested a cameo for his brother.
You've never. Oh wait, he was a fan. He
Yeah,
loves
I've
your
actually
stuff.
only gone out with like one
Have you ever
guy after
gone
a show.
home with a guy from a show?
Never.
Man, I feel like I've had this conversation with you
Yeah,
before.
because I like at
'Cause
this
it's-
point
oh,
there's
the
so many
scary
people
and
saying
stuff.
so many things on the internet. But yeah, it was mostly I don't want to die.
Yeah.
And it's not something that you typically would deal with. It doesn't mean there isn't a woman out there that would kill you. I think that could happen for
I think it
you.
would be a great story to my life, a great ending.
Yeah.
And then like that's the final scene.
I'll be here to tell that
Yeah.
for you. But yeah, it's mostly a scary thing. There was one, I remember years and years ago in Calgary, there was this pretty hot guy.
Calgary's scary because they can kill you.
But then he was like smoking a bunch of weed. I'm not a huge pothead, even though everybody thinks I do and my hair looks like this. Anyway, I considered it. But then I think he got nervous and kind of like smoked too much weed and drank a little too much. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be alone with you.
Yeah, you guys got in each
I don't even
other's
know
head.
you. I have kissed a
Oh,
guy.
Slow down here.
I know. And it was Hawaii. He's like a pretty well-known surfer. And he's hammered and he struck out with a girl next to me while I was sitting
So
there.
you were his second choice.
100%. And I think he actually verbalized that.
Yeah.
He was like, "You're really not my type," but that girl left. And I was like, yeah, I know.
That's the
Aw.
greatest line ever. I want to use that to someone.
Yeah, you will.
I'm big. I'm
But
like,
here's the thing. I was like, I don't really
You
care. I'm in Hawaii and
Yeah.
I was playing a show
so
there.
you just let him do it.
No, I mean,
Oh.
I actually was just like eating there at the bar. And I think I really wanted a cigarette or something and he had one. So I went out with him and then he just kissed me. And I was like, whatever. And it was like, he's hammered. I have no interest. I was like,
Yeah.
he was hot. And
Yeah.
I was like, And then he took he walked maybe 15 feet away from me. He's like, I got to go pee. But I was downwind. He peed and he farted and it blew near me. It was disgusting. And then his friend was like, is he going to go back to your room? I
He
go,
didn't farted?
yeah.
Imagine if he pulled you still. That means he would be the hottest guy in the world.
Oh my God, no. Yeah. He was handsome and stuff. But I remember asking him specifically, I said, is this normal for you or did something go terribly wrong today
Yeah.
for you to be this drunk? And he was like, I'll take you surfing in the morning. I was like, no. He's like, meet me here at 6 a.m. And I go, absolutely not.
That's crazy to think a comic would get up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I agree. But it's not crazy. I've heard for a surfer to be that hammered and then actually show up at 6 a.m. to surf.
That's a passion.
Yeah.
That's a passion.
I've heard that's not crazy. But he farted in the wind and then his friend came over and was like, he's going to go back to your room. I go, I mean, never in a million years am I letting this man piss on me tonight.
Or fart.
Or fart again.
You seem also, to be fair, and this shouldn't be insulting, but you seem like someone who would be open to letting your partner fart openly.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Well,
Would you
it's
fart
not something you
do
seek
do
out.
You fart in front of your guys?
No. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not saying I never have.
Yeah, but keep it a
But
secret.
no, I'm not the girl who's like opening a door to be like, got
Some,
ya.
some women are like that, and you're just like, well, no.
I'm not.
There should
I'm
be
not
gender roles for stuff like
I'm
that.
not like never
We could agree.
ever.
We agree on
I
gender
think
roles.
the times that really get me are when it's snuck out for the person I'm dating. Like they're getting up and they're like,
Those are always the funniest.
But
and
those
then
are
we
funny.
both laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
But it's how they handle
embarrassing.
it.
Yeah.
It's how they handle it that.
If they're embarrassed, it's funny.
Like my wife has farted maybe 5 times in 15
Jesus,
years.
that's 5 too many for
Wow.
me.
And every time is the most hilarious time.
Like you,
Yeah.
you
And I'm
laugh and
no,
you're like, I love her.
I laugh my ass off, and she's just mortified.
It was like Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, I don't
Remember?
remember that.
Robin Williams was talking about his ex-wife.
Oh.
She would fart in her sleep, and I loved it.
I've definitely woken myself up farting, and
Me too.
he's for sure farted in his sleep, and it's funny.
I used to have a joke about how I would, when you would be like cuddling in bed and accidentally farted, and I would just like play it off with like a I'd play it off like it was something else, like scared that they maybe heard it. Like it's the most terrifying thing ever. If I did fart in my sleep or cuddling, like sorry, God, I think I'm coming down with something. She goes, huh, that first one was kind of echoed further away.
It was sort of maybe a cough out your butt.
That's funny. Wait, but you
The worst is when you think it's going to be okay and it's terribly toxic.
I farted while I was hooking up with a girl one time.
Like while you were pumping?
She was putting her thumb in my butt.
No. Well, that seems to make sense.
I've never really said this.
She was
out
really
loud.
priming the pump.
And I remember going,
Yeah, she's priming the pump. What do you expect?
Yeah, I was just like,
play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
Yeah, I remember. That girl was a comic too.
Oh, she knows. Only person's butt I've ever touched was another comic's as well. And you're gonna hate to hear this. I've never done that, and I don't really care or
You
have
seem
interest.
like a butt toucher.
Really?
You just have
I'm
like.
so anti. I'm a germaphobe.
Are you a vanilla lover?
No.
Yeah, you like to be like rattled around.
I do not like to be rattled
Beth,
around.
You like to be like slapped around a little bit.
No, I don't.
Like just kind of like you're nothing to us. A little bit.
No, none of that.
Like
honestly,
you stupid slut.
No, I don't want any of that.
What are you more like? I believe in God. Come here.
No, no blinking, and
but-
I love you.
So you're just more just like making out and missionary.
No,
You get on top.
Oh my god! I do remember a friend of mine was sleeping with a comic that we both know, and she was like, she didn't say like, "Can I get on top?" But like they're hooking up, and she like goes to get on top, and he says, "No, you have to earn that."
Oh, what a fucking narcissist.
I know, it's bad.
That's funny.
Anyway,
You have to earn that. Like, hey, guy, that's the best way. You don't have to do anything.
I know.
Like, you know what I mean? Why would you, like, earn that? Earn that would be like me going from behind and, like, having the thrust at 40.
Right.
Like, that's like, let me get a protein shake before
You
this.
have to freaking stretch.
Like, yeah.
No, I have had a couple Charlie horses on top. You just take a break. But I'm like, I will say it is always a little alarming, and I don't like hearing comics on stage be like, I love to get choked. I'm just like, it's not amusing to me. And I'm actually just, what I'm about to say is going to make me feel vanilla. I know that there's a difference, right, between roughhousing perhaps in bed for people and violence. However, I don't love, to quote Bell Hooks, love and violence cannot coexist. And there's no turning on for me when a man's like choking me out.
Well, here's
like I would never want
the
that.
misconception about the choking
and
thing.
I think those people are probably abused.
Most women don't mind. It's not choking. It's being held by the neck.
Yeah, they just want to be. They just want to hug.
It's being like held with it's a grip of a. It's a grip.
Yeah.
And a tight little squeeze on the side. It's not.
Right.
It's not that. Now if that's an extreme trauma.
Like I would, yeah, exactly. I'm like, if you're choking me or like, I don't know.
And I think that's what women mean, because when I do meet women, a majority of them they like that. They like being held, but that's the masculinity, and that's a guy being masculine.
I would rather refer to it as being held.
Held. It's a grip. Grip me. That's what we should teach people. It's like, grip me.
It's just when
which is hotter too. Grip me.
Yeah, grip my neck.
Grip my neck, baby.
Support the babies.
You would you would feel safe if I gripped your neck.
I'm sure I would.
And that's how the clip starts.
I
got the hook in the 30 seconds, and here we go.
Yes, there is a feeling of safety that should happen, I think, obviously, with sex. And if people are looking for a more dangerous thing, I do think they're probably suffering from some sort of trauma or things they need to work through.
Listen, if you have a sleeve tattoo, there's trauma. Like, there's so many signals of where I know, when a girl, I don't want to like to get too graphic, but there's times when, a girl's going down on you and like, that is something to do with your father.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God.
It doesn't have to be like
this
that.
This is just going to be a casual thing.
Yeah,
you cannot be the wife of my kid and be traumatizing your throat like that.
There have been times where I'm like sucking a dick and thought in my life, like, could he hold a baby? I have had those moments.
What a low moment where you're like, is he a father?
Yeah, just sort of like, is this a viable partner? But I do think I am attracted to him because he is such a good dad. Like, he's just responsible and takes care of shit. It doesn't turn me on.
But you're not saying stuff like that.
No. There's no daddy play at all.
No.
But he is a good guy that takes care of his shit.
You're more like, what time do we have to be up tomorrow? Come here.
And then he gets up at 7 with the kids, and I sleep till 10.
What's something that's like the most compatible thing you look for in a partner?
Now?
Well, yeah.
I mean, for sure, sense of humor is huge.
Oh, they have to be funny, even though you're funny.
Yeah.
Or you have to have the banter.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I will say I hate that, right? That banter, because
Yeah.
I think I've watched enough dating shows where they're like, the banter is so good. I know it's a perfect vocabulary for what the situation we're
Yeah.
talking about, but it's not that it's not a toe-to-toe match of wit. It's fun.
Yeah, it's
silliness.
But
It's
it's
just making each other laugh. It's not like, can you meet me? Have I met my match in humor? It's like, no, he just makes me laugh. He's so silly and funny and naturally.
But that goes away eventually.
No.
But I'm saying there's got to be other parts. Yeah, he does a little bit.
I don't know. I mean, he's hot. He's physically hot.
To you.
Yeah. And to you probably as well.
Physical? What's like your? Because I think I've met like 2 of your boyfriends. You're all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're all over the place. It doesn't make sense. God, he looks like he ends up being the bad guy at the end of the movie.
What if that is what happens?
You know what I mean? Like,
what if he does end up
that
being
looks like
the
a
final
Paris
boss
picture.
for me?
Like they're in Paris. He looks well put together. Like, you know what? I'm actually really happy for you.
Thank you.
Because not that I didn't like.
No, the last guy was
the last
a mess.
guys I met were just kind of like, what are these guys doing with their owning a pawn
Ida,
shop? I don't remember. I mean, I just remember the one during the pandemic. Nice guy. Oh, he was?
No, it's not that he's. It was very. He's very. That relationship was very unhealthy because he was very, very unhealthy and not honest.
Oh wow! I would have never known. But that was at a point when I was like, oh, Beth's fun to hang out with.
Yeah, we did have fun.
It was a pandemic. People were drinking, and there was nothing to do.
Exactly, we did have fun for sure. There were definitely. It's like obviously, everything's not all bad. Typically,
no.
Otherwise,
I mean,
you chose
you chose to be with it.
Yeah.
So there had to be some good parts. You're not just going into something.
But there was so much bad, and that's actually what shocks me. Is because I was older than him by about 7 years.
Oh, wow.
I think I mistook his height for his age.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he was 7 years younger than me.
But he was
tall.
Yeah, and
strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you like that.
Yeah.
Is that important to you?
Yeah, I would say Adam is very much like, he feels like a Midwest guy. The only one I could find out here, but he's from the Bay.
And he's our age or older?
He's 1 year younger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And he's successful.
Yeah.
Like he has his own thing going.
100%.
That's something you probably haven't done before.
Yes.
That's what it's like. A guy who's got his own drive and
could pay
stuff.
for my dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what would be so interesting? Yeah. Could you pay for my dinner?
Right now?
Ever? No, not you,
Not
honey.
all the time.
Not you.
Yeah, we just split.
I just meant, yeah, we would split. But we're going Dutch.
Like, can we go to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, of course. Why Chick-fil-A?
That's what's great about you is you come off as like a Chick-fil-A girl.
Yeah. Minus the homophobia.
Minus fine.
Yeah.
That's what's great about you. You come off as like I could go to Mel's Diner.
Yes.
On a date.
100%.
Like, hey, you want to grab dinner this weekend? You're like, yeah.
Swingers?
Where are we going? And I go Swingers, and you're like,
perfect.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to go there, and I have been there.
Yeah.
But it would be nice. I was thinking about this because I do feel like I can relate to men's gripe with having to pay for everything. I've been that. And I've paid for a lot of men that I've dated. And you could argue that that's for sure a choice. And there's certain things about who I was choosing. And like, you know how sometimes when you have a thing that you don't like about partners or a particular pattern, and then you absolutely keep doing it. So it's like, if I said, like, I always give this example when I'm talking to girlfriends who are struggling with a similar thing. It's like, you're out to eat, the bill comes, and then you're just like, you're straight for your wallet. And I don't know what that is. If it's a Midwest thing or a pride thing, or like, I'll take care of myself. Like,
I think it's that first date.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's anytime, with an
Once you're
interaction with a
dating, I
man.
don't
Like
think the
I've always
paying
struggled with
matters.
taking drinks from men, and not just the roofie aspect,
Yeah.
but because I don't want to owe them anything.
You
conversation.
You don't want to assume this is
a responsibility to them at all.
Gotcha.
And so that's really the root of it is I don't want to owe you anything. I don't want to be attached to you in any way. That's like that. That's with strangers. I mean, and even like, can I get you a drink? Even after a show, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to owe anybody anything. And so ultimately, like, say I am dating for a couple weeks or something, and I'm like, gosh, I just want him to pay. And then the bill comes. It's like, I write for my wallet. I got it. It's like, why do I keep doing that? That was a thing of the past.
Yeah.
But
you just
the
want
thing
him to
I want
pay
to stop,
because
I kept doing.
You just want him to pay to feel
out of like taking care of somebody.
Yeah.
And I think I did that with a lot of the men I dated, like sort of taking care of them in a way.
But not the first date.
No.
Because how would they keep you, like, if a guy did that to you on the first date and you
I'm
paid,
trying to
then
think.
that's
They maybe
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then that you wouldn't have made the choice to be like, let me.
Yeah.
Like the first date should always be the guy.
Yeah,
unless
that would be nice.
Unless a girl came up to you and was like, I'd like to take you out on a dinner.
Yeah.
But that's rarely ever happening.
Yeah. For you. But
Yeah.
I think, but I think, yes, that was an appealing thing about Adam for sure, which is that like,
Hold on. So just to break it down, the most appealing thing about her new boyfriend in her 40s was that he would offer to pay her food. It's so sad.
I mean, that's not the only
What
thing.
a rough 20 years of
I know.
dating.
Wouldn't it be cool if you got a calculation of how much that person, now you can't say owes you, because I offered, like in so many scenarios, I wanted to do something, so I brought them along. Like even if it was like, I want to go to Hawaii, I'm bringing this
I would
person.
say I spent over $20,000 last year on dating.
So, and that's why
I'm not dating this year.
But that's what I'm saying. That's so interesting, right? And I can relate to you because I'm not saying
I'm $20,000 in debt right now.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But I went to Europe last
You
year.
gotta
Okay,
stop flying girls to Paris.
Okay, that's a choice.
Yeah, that's a choice. But it's like I'm living.
But
What
it's
if I
life.
die?
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And if I'm being like problematic, I could phrase it like, it'd be interesting to know how much these men owe me. But again, I offered to pay. I participated in the relationship. I wanted to go places.
How much sex was had from your expense?
At my expense?
Yeah. Like what?
I mean, there was like a lot of probably bad times with the ex
we
that
need to
you
get
met.
some pie charts and graphs going.
Yeah.
This would be interesting.
But then the other one was a lovely, the one before was a lovely comic and lover. And like, I'm grateful for that relationship. It was very healing. Why would you laugh at that?
I don't know. It's very healing.
It was.
Just like, it's cute.
Oh yeah, because it was like safe with someone.
You know what? You
that
should
wouldn't
just
hurt
have
me.
Adam buy everything until you feel caught up. Big Adam, like it's not like
He has
not to be
kids.
disrespectful, and I know you have kids, but like
Yeah.
pay for enough dinners to where I feel like I'm breaking even finally.
We go Dutch just because I also want to try to help, but he's paid for me plenty of times, which is very nice.
Does Adam like, so you're dating this guy, he's outside of having kids. Are there a lot of similarities between Adam and me?
Yeah.
Like let's
Fitting image.
give me.
In fact, I was like, when I got back out in the dating world, I was like, I gotta find a Lenoci for me. I gotta find a Lenoci who's not a comic.
Would you agree that like personality wise, I'm someone that you would date just because of my personality? What? That's not crazy.
No,
Look,
I know.
But like, I'm not saying I have a bad
Ever
personality.
since he grew the beard, he's got it.
I think
The beard helps.
The beard helps. You're
Yes,
a beard
it
guy.
does.
The beard
Yeah.
helps.
But you would. My personality
Yes,
is something that's
you-
compatible for you.
And even
you
though,
said
because
sense
you're
of humor.
Florida,
I'm a Florida guy.
yeah, which is that's not appealing.
But I to defend the Florida thing.
Yeah.
It's because arrest records are public. So those stories come out first. There's way worse things happen in California and New York.
That you did?
No, that people do. They just don't have access
I'm
to
sorry.
their arrest
I thought we were
records.
talking about your
No,
criminal
so
history.
arrest records are public in Florida. So someone gets arrested that night, you can find out about it tomorrow.
But there's other states that are like that.
Sure, but not big. Maybe
New York's not like that.
Look, just give me.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
know if it is like that, but
Look,
like
I spent time. I mean, my dad lives in Florida, and I had to go visit because it was court ordered. So I've spent plenty of time in Florida.
Is it, really? He
Yeah.
had to see you.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been allowed to.
You're talking about when you were younger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he shouldn't have been allowed to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, that's why you're. the
so I have plenty of
comedian you are
experience
today.
with yes.
But the compatibility
Orlando.
of like the banter.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, we do get along. We make each other laugh. It's fun and silly.
Do you think I would be a good
You're
father?
a manly guy
I'm a manly guy.
for the most part. Yeah.
Mark, that's pretty good, right? Do you think
Yeah.
I'm a manly guy?
Like I think you're strong. Like you could probably, if you had to, lift me up.
No.
I don't need to be lifted, by the
Well,
way.
I don't want
It's
you
not
to
a thing for
don't
me.
jump on my back. Like that could be like I got to warm up.
I get that. I
That-
don't think you can handle me on your back, especially.
Is that kind of-
especially right now.
Is that a turn off if a guy was like, "Can I stretch first?"
No, I'd love it. It'd be great. I'd laugh
He's
so
like,
hard.
carry me, and I go, well, "Let me just stretch."
Yeah, and I'd be like, sure, me too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
No, I have been lifted. I don't. It's not a sexual thing. I do not like being lifted during sex. In fact, that was something someone has done, and I'm like, this is too much. Speaking of, like, this
that's
is an
not
issue
fun.
on your end.
that's also not fun.
This
It's
is
like,
crazy.
But because now it's like
It's
this
like,
is
it's like
kind
riding
of.
a roller coaster, but it was a human.
It's like sex in a hot tub. It's kind of pleasurable, but it's like, no, a hot tub. No,
It's
I shouldn't
eating
say
your
it's bad.
essential oils
But
up.
picking up is like,
Yeah, what is going on?
Like I want to enjoy the full thing,
Yeah.
not part of it.
I need, like, for that to be pleasurable at that speed, I need, like,
The
lots of
The only
lube.
way picking someone up and having
It
sex
can never
with them
be
is
wet
hot.
enough for that to be fun.
The only way it's hot is if it's being recorded
Sure.
because it's for the other
It's
people.
a show.
It's for the other people.
It's a
but
show. It is
in
not
the
for me and my
moment,
clitoris.
yeah.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I don't even want to go so fast for more than like 3 minutes.
I agree.
I saw
There's times where it's fun to do that, but mostly no.
I saw a video of a guy and he had his wife or something on bed with a pillow and he goes, now thrust the pillow like you're, and then she was doing it and he goes, go faster, faster. And she got to like 30 seconds. He goes, now you see why it's so hard. And it was great. She was like,
That's
she was
so
out of breath.
funny.
He goes, and you want me to do that for 5 minutes? He goes, you try doing it. You can't even do it for 30 seconds. It's tiring, right? Like,
I remember dating a guy in my 20s who didn't like that and this, I will say, this is not every time. Like sometimes I have sex where you don't get sweaty, and then sometimes you get really fucking sweaty.
Yeah.
It just depends.
Yeah,
like
it
obviously, and this in a lot of factors.
Yeah.
But so I don't feel like I'm someone who's super sweaty just in general. I will say,
Yeah.
but I would say I sweat when I'm
Yeah.
active. I remember a guy hated that anytime I would get like sweaty during sex.
he didn't like you.
Well,
That's what it is.
But actually, he's the one that pursued me really hard and was upset that I broke up with him. Doesn't mean that he didn't like me. You could be right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. I think he was very critical of me and even like my body. And I'm like, you're lucky I'm touching you. He looks like a terrible ogre. Disgusting.
Yeah, that's yeah, I know your type.
Yeah.
And then
But yeah, I remember he was like disgusted by me being sweaty. I was like, I'm on top. Like,
I've gotten really disgustingly sweaty before and it gets in my head. If I'm not comfortable with the girl.
I get
If
that
it's like
because sometimes it just happens.
I'm
You're like,
just
I don't
like-
know why I'm sweating so much. It could be that the place is hot or
yeah,
it
like,
happens.
It just happens.
It happens.
The place is hot. We forgot to turn the
Especially
fan
if
on.
you're on top or the door's closed or who knows.
The door's always closed.
Then you're
and
on
locked
top.
and they can't get out.
Yeah. And padded. The room's
Someone's
padded.
gonna clip that, and that's gonna be the ruin of.
And it's like dripping off your nose, and you're like
Yeah.
on top of her.
Oh,
but you
I've
probably
had
go like this.
I've had it drip
wipe
on,
it away.
in someone's mouth, and I'm like,
I've had that
I'm
happen.
sorry.
Ew.
I go, I'm sorry.
Ew.
It's like,
Electrolytes.
Yeah, I get, unless it was like a girlfriend, I definitely get in my head
Okay.
if I'm sweaty.
So you took someone to Paris last year.
No, I didn't. He's joking.
Oh,
I was
okay.
asking girls to meet me there because I was there, and I was like,
Oh.
would someone want to meet me there? Because
He was going through his eat, pray, love phase.
Oh, cool.
and
he
it was
wanted
so
to
romantic
bring
there.
girls, so he started offering girls to fly them.
Oh, you were like, I'll fly you here.
I think I would have.
You're like, meet me here and I'll put you up.
Yeah, I think I was like, I'll put you up and I'll buy you dinner, but I was like, you get the flight.
I can't get the
I'm
flight.
not buying $1,000 flight. But I remember again, that part of the trip I was alone, and I was like, I'm not gonna meet someone in Paris for one night randomly, even though I tried.
I planned my Eat, Pray, Love the summer I did meet Adam. So I was playing field hockey in Germany with my team.
Big field hockey, travel field hockey champion,
Hawker.
hawker champion.
And I'm in Germany. And then after Germany, I said, with my team, we went to Spain before, then played in Germany. Then we all agreed as a team we'd go to Amsterdam. And then afterwards, I said, I'm going to go to Copenhagen alone and just do a week of like restaurants and eating and biking and walking around. But I had met Adam like right before I left for that trip. So it was interesting. It was meant to be like just for me. And I ended up kind of nothing crazy, but texting.
An app?
We met in
Person.
in person. Yeah, we met at a party at Adam Devine's like 4th of July party.
Nice.
Yeah, just Amir was there, I remember, and Gabrus and I drove out there together, and I saw him and I thought he was so hot.
And he approached you?
I went up to him and Taylor
said, "I
Williamson
play
introduced
hockey."
us. Yeah, and then I checked him. Yeah. Oh, hey, I never finished that one thought though. I felt like if I wasn't too old for The Bachelor or Bachelorette, I really would, and I don't think they would let me, but I really would be in comfortable clothes. I'm not putting on a fucking gown.
No, they
That's
wanted
crazy.
to be.
Why don't they let people wear? It's crazy, but the
But
rule
why-
has to be gowns,
Why
right?
can't we make that show? Like, I feel like TV shows are really hard to make and done making. Like, I've told this to other comedians. I go, why don't we like come up with reality shows now?
Well, we
Like, they're
could.
so
Comics
popular.
have. I mean, obviously Nikki with Fuckboy. I thought of one that I wanted to do.
I think that's so relatable though. Like a
but
Bachelor.
it has to be psychotic enough for them to buy it. That's
Well-
the trouble. It has to
well,
be like,
You could have unstable dads on there who are like, I have 4 kids from 3 different moms. It's like nobody wants to date him, but
No.
he's so charming.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
How do you think he got all those people pregnant?
I mean, what do you mean chaotic? It's like that's why you do a casting call for all this. You're gonna
Yeah.
find this. It's the same thing.
But
With,
there's like more responsibility involved now. There's like people suing for like not having the proper like mental health check on people.
from the shows.
Yeah.
Well, I will say that what people don't get, what we've established and been able to, is if people like try to post a video and it goes viral, like they're like, that would be so awesome. Like you have no idea what's about to enter your backyard through
What do you
comments
mean?
of like bad, like anytime
Oh,
something
you're
goes.
kind of saying like the bad that comes with that?
Yes, anytime something goes viral online that you're involved with,
Yeah, that clip you
requires
made of
10%
mine
of bad.
yes.
You're gonna get bad comments. The way he's talking to her is pissing me off. I'm like, you think she's a hostage? This isn't like a secret video in a bar. Like, also it's edited.
My ankles are currently tied together. Just so you
Like,
know.
like I can't believe he talked to her that way. Like it's edited. You think
Yeah,
the
well,
whole conversation.
But I'm glad you did a little bit too.
Yeah.
Because like it is.
You think
for
we're that
sure.
witty and quick at banter? Like I know we're comics, but people are like they're so quick. Like
Yeah.
sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, he was smooth and quick." I'm like, "You idiots! You think I'm that quick?" What'd you say? I'm like,
that being said, guess what? I'm not going to comment anything on your post because I'm well and a happy person.
yeah.
For the most part.
Always it's someone triggered and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, sorry. I took us on a tangent, but we met in person, and Taylor Williamson was like, "Hey, do you know Adam?" And I was like, "No, I don't think we've ever met."
And when did you know you were in love with him?
Right away.
Really? And you think he's like the long-term love of your life?
When did I know that I loved him? He actually said it first, I will say. He was dropping me off at the airport and accidentally said it. And he was like, "Love you." Whoop.
But that's a throwaway. That's not a real "I love you."
No,
Love you is a love you is a
like 3 seconds.
It's got to be it's got to be a love you's got to be like,
hey, don't take away
hey,
my love you.
I love you. I love you. Let me see your best "I love you" to me.
I love you.
No, you're saying that like a friend. I don't
No,
believe you.
that was pretty good.
No, that was a friendly.
You
I
Okay,
love
never
you.
okay.
had it.
I want you to say romantically.
Okay.
Romantically, look at me.
Michael. Okay,
No,
hold
you
on.
can't
Hold
say
on. Shut
Michael.
up. Let me get there.
Okay.
I love you.
I don't believe you. Can I show you? Can I show you how I would do it?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
What was that?
I just like clear my throat. All right, hold
Okay.
on. I love you. Was it believable?
Michael Lenoci,
It
dramatic
was bad.
actor.
It was bad. Damn,
wasn't
sometimes I
believable.
think I could be a good actor.
Okay,
I-
try again.
So for that clip, I want you to just go like punch in for
I
that
will.
face, please.
I love you. Wait, hold on. I'm nervous.
I love you too.
Okay, hold on. I love you.
I love you. That was pretty good. That seemed real.
Not bad.
Man, we're fucking psychopaths. Let's do a scene now.
Okay.
Like so sometimes I'll
Okay.
do a scene where I'm hitting on the woman or like he sets us up.
All right.
But I told him to throw some curveballs, so we'll see what happens.
All right, let's see. I kind of like this one. All right.
Okay. We'll tell you if it's shit.
Yeah. It's okay. So it's a first date.
I don't know these either.
It's a first date.
Okay.
You've decided to take her to Runyon because you think that's fun.
We might find a head.
Yeah.
A human head.
You get to the
Good
top.
timing by the cop.
You get to the top, and there's a reared stone, large stone at the top.
Mhm.
You both touch it. You switch bodies.
Okay.
We
Okay.
got to do that first.
So we're starting from our hands are on the rock?
Yep.
Okay. My tits.
I haven't seen them. You won't show them to me. They're in that sports bra. More like tit. Tit.
Well, you want to fuck?
What?
I don't like this scene. It's like, what am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to be me. I would never say that at the top of the rock.
No shit. That's why I'm taking advantage of it. Now that I'm you, I'm looking at you. I'm like, you want to fuck? You know what I mean? I'm you. So
He's
now,
trying to.
now I'm like, hey,
I want to, but I do have chlamydia right now.
or it's like,
I already started the antibiotics though.
you're me and you're like, I don't think it will be good.
I don't know. I have the tiniest little
You're
penis.
just doing a Freaky Friday scene?
You just tried to wingman yourself with her body.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
You were
That's pretty
like,
smart.
hey, I'd give it to myself.
Like, if I'm her immediately, I'm like,
That
let
was
me give
pretty
you a head
smart.
behind this rock.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
there's a-
Wow, Michael, that was a fail.
hard.
Okay.
That one's not. That's not an easy one.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm moving
Look.
my hair around. It's a bit of a nest.
Okay. Beth,
Yeah.
you're the manager at a very high class restaurant.
Oh, okay.
But this restaurant still has a few TVs behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Michael walks in. He's wearing a Dolphins jersey and some flip flops.
Makes sense.
And he wants to sit down. But there's a dress code.
Yeah.
Michael, action.
Hi. How can I
Hey,
help you?
can we put the game on and I sit at the bar?
Can you
order?
put some real shoes on? Do you have any?
Oh,
Because we do have a dress code here.
really?
I can't let you sit at the bar and have people
What's your
walking
name?
in. It's Beth.
Beth, I'm Mike.
I actually wash my hands and I'm on the shift and
Nice to meet
I'll
you.
do like an elbow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How nice. How the kitchen's still open?
The kitchen is still open if
Wow.
you have closed-toed shoes.
I'm sorry, and I don't want this to be forward or inappropriate, but like, I think you're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's not going to change how I feel about the dress code because I am the manager here and I do have to uphold it. I can't just have any riff-raff.
I
walking
totally
in
hear
here,
you, and I'm
Michael.
gonna get out of here. But before I
Okay.
get out of here, I didn't want you to think that I was hitting on you because of the dress code
Oh,
thing.
okay.
It was a genuine place of like, I think you're really attractive, and I don't know if you're single, but if you are, I'd love to get your number.
Okay.
Can I have it?
You can have it if you're able to locate some closed-toed shoes and come back.
I will be right back. I
Yeah.
think there's a Ross right down
I
the
have
street.
there is a Ross. It's open for another 15. Closes at 10. Pretty late Ross.
I'm gonna take my flip flops off and run
If you see a candle, could you get it for me? Any candle? Pick your
for us
yeah.
to light on the bar and then
Yeah, I
eat.
need I do make it a little
I'm
romantic.
gonna go grab some real shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Hold that thought, but give me your number when I get back.
Yes. It's
Thank
gonna be
you.
your treat.
Well, can I kiss you?
No. Depends on how much you tip.
I could. What? That was pretty
I,
good.
I was waiting for it.
What were you waiting for?
For him
Where I
to
was
try
gonna
to
go?
make a move.
I just thought I was gonna have to hit on her because like I assumed that you gave us that scene because you wanted me to be romantic.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to see. You said non-romantic.
No,
You said give me a scene
no. I said
where you get to play off each other.
okay. So this
And
is how
he's
I meant.
still wearing a jersey. This is a
Yeah,
nice
I'm
restaurant.
actually fine with the jersey.
I
Ugh.
did, but I still look. We're still marked.
I do have a blazer
We're
in
still
the
on a
back.
dating
Oh, fair.
podcast.
I have a blazer in the back that I'm
I
gonna make
wanted
you
you
put on.
to give us a non-romantic scene and where like there's conflict, but it's still a dating scene esque. Like,
You didn't say that. You said
Do
it's
you
a
have another scene?
non-romantic scene.
Do you have another
So then that's my
scene?
bad for not communicating, but I wanted to do something maybe where like we're dating and she catches me cheating on her or something.
He's trying to trigger me.
No, he's
I have had
he's
that.
no. What he's trying to do is work this out so he can figure out how to apply it.
Wait, have you been caught cheating?
No, I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
If I like to cheat, like caught cheating, like I've emotionally cheated at the end when we were breaking up and finding a new place.
Yeah.
But like no, like or I've been casually dating someone and then been like emotionally
Talking to somebody
Yeah,
else.
yeah, but like
I think that was the thing that probably pissed me off the most about my ex was like how because I am a monogamous Molly.
most of us are.
And but it can work for me. Hookups can work if everyone's very honest and we say like it's just hookups. And I have a familiarity with the person, meaning like they're not a stranger that could kill me. It's like probably a comic or somebody I know.
Yeah.
Where I feel safe enough to be like, yeah, let's have fun. And it doesn't mean I'll never have feelings, but I'll be able to keep them at bay because we've said this is really just sex. And it has to obviously be good sex. So all I'm getting at right now is the thing that made me mad about my ex was I'm able to do that. I've discovered that about myself. And I kept saying, like, how are you feeling? Like, do you want to close things off?
Oh, that's great.
And because I'm sort of getting there, but also if you don't want to, be honest with me, because I'd like to keep, I have a couple people I was talking to as we started dating. I'm not saying that to make you jealous.
Yeah.
Because I know you're talking to other people too. I'm saying that to say like, I don't want to be feeling guilty. Because I marry a person, not really, I'm not going to get married, but I marry a person in my head too quick. because I feel guilty about.
too.
Yeah, and it's frustrating because I want to be loyal to this person. I don't really owe it to them, but I give it too quickly.
Well, if you're communicating that and setting the boundaries pretty up
but
top, that's great.
Yeah, but they kept this last person that you met was like, yeah, no, and then
What's that mean?
didn't. Like for sure
yeah.
was like, no, I want to close it off. I go, are you sure? Because I keep feeling
Like I want to close us off.
Yeah, I want to be.
Gotcha.
What am I trying to say?
I want to be monogamous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just was like, yeah, me too. But then he wouldn't, and I'd sense it
You
in
would
every
catch him, or
fiber
you
of
just
my
assumed?
being. No, I would just sense it for sure. Like
Gotcha.
his behavior, his
Gotcha.
actions. I was like, it seems like you're not.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, I mean, I can cut a few chicks out of my roster. Why I stayed is actually unimaginable. Roster? That's so embarrassing to me to say that out loud. Meanwhile, he's making none of them come, like guaranteed.
Or paying for them.
No, not. That's the amazing
He's
part.
like, hey Beth, let me borrow $75.
I have to take
back.
a girl out on a date. Now, he could always find money for alcohol, but yeah, never for dinner.
If in closing,
yeah,
we're at South by Southwest.
you and me,
Yeah, well, everybody
starring
is.
in our
There's
movie?
a lot of
Oh,
people,
okay.
right? Or wherever. We're somewhere
We're
where
just left
we're
Montreal,
stuck.
2011.
Yeah, 2011. Well, I
When it
wasn't
still
there,
counted.
but and we're wasted and we're
Yeah.
hanging out having a fun time. Adam's not in the picture.
Right. I'm saying
There's only like 7 other comics.
Mm-hmm.
We just do it.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Yeah.
Really.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, you couldn't do it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I love you.
Well, if you had to choose,
There's plenty
10
of comics that I
Am I
don't
in
know
the
well
top-
enough that it could still work.
am I in the top 10? If you had to, if someone's like, you have to see
Yes.
the 10 comics
I don't know.
of all the of all of them, like I'm ahead of like Jeff Ross.
That wasn't nice to do to me. I mean, the answer is of course yes, but think about it. Like there's it's like I know too much.
Louis C.K. or me?
You. Yeah, I guess keep doing that. You. Kidding me?
What do you mean you know too much about comics?
About their behavior, who they are as a
Oh.
person, that they cheat on their wife, that they cheat on every girlfriend, that I don't really like.
Patton Oswalt.
You.
Nice.
I love Patton. I'm just not sleeping with him.
Don't worry, this part won't be in the clip.
Okay.
Just the reactions.
Okay.
Just cut the reaction of like.
Yeah, don't put don't
No,
clip Patton.
I don't
No,
ever
I love
clip
him, but I'm
someone's
not.
names.
You know, he's married.
Yeah. Are you a type of person when someone's like, this is to know what type of partner you would be if your partner's like, you got to come outside and see the moon with me.
Mm-hmm.
Please come outside and see the moon with me. How do you respond to that?
Let me get my slippers.
Oh, wow. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I might be like,
You wouldn't do it?
I'm like,
I mean, if they're being too mystical about it, yeah, shut up.
oh, did you see the moon today?
If they're like basing life decisions off the moon, then that's probably not going to work for me. But yeah, I feel like,
I know
oh,
people,
babe, come here. You have to see this. Oh,
I'm
yeah. I'm getting up out of bed and I'm coming to look.
for them,
Yeah.
not because you're curious about the moon.
Because I'm curious about the moon and because I trust that they know that I will probably like it like they will, that it looks cool.
100%.
You do that for your wife too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like, oh wow, this is a great sunset. Hey, come here, and she'll be like, oh.
Yeah.
But that's
Okay, it's great.
And you
yeah.
also,
I think that's a sign of a good partner.
yeah.
think
And then
that's
you
a good-
also say something like, oh, you're right. It is really cool. Thanks for telling me.
I
Cute.
love you.
I love you too.
I see the little girl in you.
And that's the part he likes best.
I know how that comes off, but I meant like, you know how like I heard this.
childlike
I heard
wonder?
this somewhere I heard this where it's like, if you just, in any situation, whether it's conflict, arguing, or anything, if you picture that person of who they were when they were 12,
Mhm.
you understand them more. You're
Yeah,
like,
I think it's like
"Oh,
it creates empathy. Like they're just a little
Yes.
person doing their best.
they're just a grown little person.
Yeah,
But they were that 12-year-old innocent person
Yeah.
who wasn't influenced through this world yet.
who wasn't trolled online.
No, who is dead inside. Doesn't trust love or getting close to people.
No, it's always worth it.
Love?
Yeah.
It's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, it's always worth it. I've had some terrible times where I felt like so done and I'm never going to do it again. And of course.
I've always, the beginning part I find often
Mhm.
and it's fun, but it's when it's me tricking myself thinking that that's the same thing I found when I met Haley or something who you had met.
Yeah.
Like that, I keep thinking I'm finding that again, and then I go, oh no.
How big was that age gap? Because mine was younger than me last
That
time.
was like that was long, but she was an older soul in a way. But that 12.
12 years difference.
When I met her, she was 26, so I was 38.
Yeah, and that is a big difference. And
Yeah.
I look back at a younger person I dated when I was, I don't know, 33 around there, and they were like 9 years younger than me, and that we were just in such different
crazy.
Places.
But that's such a young for a guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But they pursued me so hard and were very kind and sweet and like thoughtful.
I won't date younger than like 31 now.
Well, that's good.
Sleep 25, 6, you know.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that is a grown adult.
But there was like there is just a little bit of a difference you can notice in someone in their 30s.
Yeah, I think for sure.
There's a little bit more of an understanding, whereas
I think one of the
even
reasons
if I met a 26-year-old, it's just like, you're a fucking idiot.
One of the I joke on stage about the fact that like I've either found my soulmate or I'm finally dating somebody my age.
Yeah,
we have so much in common that when you have the same references, it contributes to your compatibility. It's kind of cool in that way.
Yeah,
and you're facing similar things.
That's why we're having easier conversations.
Yes,
than some ditzy girl on here.
Yeah,
you know how I end every episode, right?
Trying to kiss.
Yeah.
See ya. Oh, how are you gonna really do it, you fucking bitch? Oh, I forgot to give you these.
Oh fuck.
Merch.